Family and friends, top of the day, it's Monday and it's time for some motivation. In my video on property ownership, I said that property is land and all things attached to it. I went on to explain how it is fixed, immovable, and indestructible. I never want to miss an opportunity to show my appreciation, so thank you all who watch property ownership and real estate. It's almost at 4,000 views on YouTube. So let's get into the topic at hand. Most of us are old enough to remember our parents, grandparents, and even our great-grandparents speaking about the importance of owning property, the importance of owning land. Most of the land we own has and had been passed down through generations. Land is a part of the Earth's surface that is not covered by water. In 1803, the United States acquired 828,000 square miles of land from the French in the Louisiana Purchase. This acquisition cost the U.S. $15 million, which equated to roughly $18 per square mile. The purchase included 15 U.S. states and 2 Canadian provinces. It extended the U.S.'s sovereignty across the Mississippi River and nearly doubled the actual land size of the country. To put things in perspective, there is almost 28 million square feet in 1 square mile. When I tried to multiply this number by 828,000, my damn calculator broke. An important note to consider is that approximately 60,000 people occupied the land. Half of these individuals were slaves. A more important note to reference is to talk a little bit about one of our favorite little people, Napoleon, pun intended. There's a running joke about short men having the Napoleon complex. It's supposed to suggest that me and my vertically challenged brothers attempt to overcompensate with aggression due to our lack in height. I believe T.I. said he was 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" brother. He was lying. He must have had on some double-soled Timberland boots when he said it. See, this is a prime example of the Napoleon complex. Most people don't know that in 1801, Napoleon sent a military force to secure New Orleans. This would essentially lead to the Louisiana Purchase. You see, Southerners feared Napoleon would free all slaves in Louisiana, which could trigger the uprising of slaves across the country. Remember, the act of prohibiting the importation of slaves didn't take effect until 1808. So any hint of freedom during this time would have been detrimental. Most natives of this area would be called Creole, Louisiana Creole to be specific. Most of these families arrived in Louisiana from Saint Dominique as refugees from the Haitian Revolution. The Creole culture in this area consists of a unique blend of European, Native American, and African backgrounds. They were and still are a mixed race. Louisiana Creoles were referred to as Criollas, a word from the Spanish language that meant created. Since the culture is essentially a mixture of races, it could be considered a created culture that required multiple ethnicities, morals, and beliefs. Also, the language is very distinct. If you can remember, Cash Money Records took over for the 9-9 in the 2000s with this unique vernacular. Even had grandmas backing it up and dropping it like it's hot back then. Speaking of hot, it doesn't take much for me to get what they call 38 hot, as in 38 special. I'm a special person. I might have the Napoleon complex. After all, Napoleon's complex initiated the Louisiana Purchase, which led to 828,000 square miles of land in the United States that spread across 15 states. So the next time someone has a problem with something a short person has to say, tell them that the Napoleon complex might have saved us from another 70 years of slavery, had it gone his way. The short man had intentions on setting everyone free in 1801. Now, 221 years later, I'm happy to help. Make it a great day.